Realizing how the world is designed is one of the most painful experiences, especially when you see how much you've been contributing to the cycles of lust and sin. Because mostly all the things that get real attention on social media and Instagrams and all the online things, and even when you're seeing magazines and stuff like this, is lustful things that make a man think about having what he's looking at. You know what I mean? And it's like people don't recognize how much damage that it does to the collective body of God, because they feel like they're getting something out of it. And so because I'm getting what I needed, then it's good for me. It's like, no, gang. For a woman who puts out lustful content, or a woman who's on like these magazines barely wearing any clothes, and then a man sees her and now he's having lustful thoughts walking around. And so now he's projecting what his desire is on other women. Nobody's married in this context. You see what I'm saying? And then this lustful man walking around with his lustful ideas, then he gets home and, he's all by himself. And then now he thinks about pornography, thinks about self-pleasuring himself to find relief. Totally sinful. Because now you're desiring to have someone that is not your wife, that is not your partner, that is not your legal marriage in spirit by God. And then when you start acting on these thoughts and these ideas, now your body becomes habitually wired to continually release semen. That's why semen retention is so important. Because once you're able to withhold from that, then you can control your body at a different degree. Otherwise, you're letting the world tell you how to be. And that is completely sinful. I don't see nothing else besides sinful nature on that. And then, for example, like women think that they need to get validation, so that the only thing they can do to be validated is to look beautiful. And so they want to look beautiful, that's to be seen, so that somebody have lustful ideas, so that shit doesn't end, gang. I don't think nothing is going to stop this shit besides marriage. Be honest. Because a woman is seeking validation, and if she's married, her validation comes from pleasing her husband. But she can't please her husband if she's pleasing all the men around the world and causing them to lust, so that her husband is lusting too, so that she don't have a husband because he's too busy on these P websites. What's going on, gang? I mean, I don't need to do the math for everybody, but if you can't see this shit add up, gang, the world is sinful. People want to sell products, so they know the products they're going to sell is going to be the products that allow people to feel like they need them, feel like they don't have no worth, no value, so they need to buy this thing. So you're basically saying you don't have no inheritance, you don't have no identity in God because you don't have the new bag. Simple. I can't see nothing else, gang. So the issue is, number one, self-identification, knowing that you come from God and how God values you, and then keeping yourself in holiness in the sense that you're not pursuing anything from a lustful energy. You're not watching pornography, you're not masturbating, you're not doing any of these activities. And then you're also not providing people opportunity to do that either. Otherwise, there's no end. There's no end. The cycle of lust is a cycle because women don't feel validated, so they need to do things that sell their innocence in exchange for attention. And then men who don't have the wisdom to allow for their biological cycles of desire to be regulated automatically, which may end up being, it may end up being a wet dream or something. Then you take it into your own hands. Then your biological system becomes habituated with masturbation. Then you're seeking pornography. That shit doesn't fucking end, bro. Father, we need you. Because you're the only one who can help this. I pray this message resonated for whoever needs to hear it. And I can go deeper into this conversation at another time.